That
Shalom, shalom, y'all surrounded. Hebrew Israelite talks Oklahoma. Once again, I heard the props up down for Babylon the Great. First things first, we're going to turn to the east and give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, Hashem, Rock the Dodge, which is the petty Hebrew tongue, credited to the Father, the Son, of the Spirit, a double honor to the apostle of the great millstone, and shalom to you, sister brothers living in the truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourself approved. Here we are, y'all, Sherrod, on the eve of Jacob's trouble, to where the president Donald Trump, he's stepping it up. They got all kinds of ICE agents running through DC, pretty much doing a head check. Basically, I call it like an intimidation factor. They got all the police been militarized. Everything is set up, and then you can tell it's all set up because Jacob's up here looting in DC. So everything is in place. What Donald Trump do is big one, man. So look for like Rex 84, the King Alfred plan, these little military drills they had to shut down the Church of Israel. They're gonna implement them, man. All is in place. They got the money. He signed that big beautiful bills. They got all the money for the police, ICE. Oh, they're also recruiting for ICE. They got like 100,000, applicants. So every Edomite that's like want to be in a militia group or wants to do hurt to Yasharala, he can sign up for ICE and he does it, just like the KKK.
I heard they're doing a sign-up bonus and they're like doing a college like release like from the debt.
They are. So I did a lesson on it. They doing student loan forgiveness, and you get up to a $50,000 sign-on bonus, man. That's like a whole year's salary for the everyday working man. So that's big money. That's mean they juicing it up. They want people to sign up to get out there and bust Jake over the head, man. Then Jake is falling for the snare and the trap because they in DC loop. It's just cheese on the trap.
right up there.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that's a cold setup. So really, one of the times Jacob trouble is once all that happens, Esau is not going to sit here and be like, are you a hard-working citizen? Are you this? Man, if you brown and yellow, hey, your butt getting jacked up. They're going to do racial profiling. They're probably going to have checkpoints. They're going to be yanking people out. Like, what's that movie? Paid in Full. Them can't run and pull dude out the car. You know what I'm saying? They're going to yank Jake out there, man. We seen one Jake got his window busted. And they were the ICE agents. He didn't want to open the door. They just let stand back. So it's about to get like that, man. Oh, I'm also hearing something new too, y'all, Stroller. They're trafficking the children in these public schools. I'm finding that out. Like, you got Eve crying, like they done lost my child. They're pulling Jakes out of classes that's like trouble Jakes and putting them out, turning to school already at the beginning of the year. So it's basically like Trump, because he said he wanted to destroy the Department of Education, and he's doing that. So they let you know, ain't gonna be no going to school, going to a job. They let them know, like, concentration camp is your future. So we're at that time where he is about to make that big one, man. The prophet has been prophesying for a long time. We've been prophesying about it, and now we're here. Now it's all on the table. So can't nobody be like, oh, that ain't happening. They not gonna do that. They're doing it, man. They going down the block in DC. You could be on your porch smoking a square, and he saw rolling up like, man, is that marijuana? Well, what you got going on right there? And that's just them right now, kind of getting familiar with the territory. In a minute, they're gonna start jacking Jake up. And then he can initiate martial law if he wants to. It's all set up to where if you outside and it's past curfew, and they just gonna jack you on up. So we're there. Oh, and that brings in a massive dog going to the city, not be able to. They might do checkpoints like, hey, man, you ain't going nowhere. You on lockdown. And what Trump gonna say? Because of crime. It ain't even no crime like that. He just running the propaganda. They said DC's crime rate is down. So that's Esau lying, coming with that deceit. Why is he doing all that? Because, hey, man, just like Trump wants, these Edomites, they want Jake blood, man. They've been wanting it for a long time, and now everything is in place for them to get it. So I'm going to bring this out right here. This is Jeremiah 30:5. It says, but thus said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. I like that, man. It said a voice of trembling and fear and not of peace. Basically, the Trump administration declaring war on U.S. citizens. He don't want to fight nobody on the outside of these other countries. Y'all see how he acted with Putin? And he bowed down. So what he want to do, he want to pick on the poor and the needy, which is what goes to children of Israel. So he going to start the war right here on USA soil, which could spark civil war. Some people are like, I just signed up for this. What are you doing? I'm supposed to go overseas and allow people. Now, in my block, like I know people stay in this city. So how many soldiers are gonna carry them orders out? All you need is one charismatic general to say, man, Trump ain't full of nothing. You know, the Epstein files, these are my soldiers. And we doing this. You know, and then Trump got to quell that. So we on the brink of civil war, man. This thing about to get juicy. And I like that priest said, a voice of prayer and trembling, because I'm seeing a lot of Eves, they trembling right now. They scared. You know, Eve used to live in the Eves. Now their children getting attacked. Trump taking away food stamps, Section 8. You know, everybody knows they got troops running down the block. So now Eve, like, you know, they are looking for a man. So we got Isaiah 4:1 about to kick in.
She that liveth in pleasure, why she liveth.
So check this out and bring this next one out, man. It's Jeremiah 30:6. It says, Ask ye now, see whether a man doeth travail with trial. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. You know, so they saying men gonna be out here like they about to get birth, crying and stuff. I've already witnessed somebody crash out, you know, and cry. Like I've witnessed that precept already. And that it's nothing going on right now. So imagine when Jacob Trump really kick in and troops are going through unaliving people and say there's dead bodies in the street. You're gonna see grown men over there just pay taxes.
I'll be fine pleading for that life.
I was a good nigga. I was a good nigga. I paid my taxes. You know, they would be crying and stuff. Yeah, you blowing snot boogers. I've already seen Jay do that. I seen a loud crash out, man, and cry like a woman in childbearing, man, like a little 3-year-old. You're gonna see big 6'6", 260-pound Jakes crying. Especially when he talked about the athletes, these basketball, football players, you know how soft they is. You're gonna see a 6'8" dude, 280, crying like a little baby, man.
On their knees, holding on their feet. I'll do anything. Just feel me.
They'll be crying. They'll be crying for what? They'll be crying for the MOTB, their mark of the beast. Like, just give it to me. I promise I'll be good. You know, so now these women about to see who the real warriors are and who you know, who these dudes that portray. They put up an act, but really ain't tough like that. I'll bet you, hey, my bottom dollar, a lot of these gangster dudes, they gonna give it up. Cause these dudes, I know them dudes are scary, man. They don't want to be, they only good to attack Jake. When it's time to attack Esau, the real enemy, they don't do that, man. So you're gonna see them crying like they giving birth. And that right there gonna mess the Eve up, that mess with him. Because if he crying and all that, then she gonna start crying, then the children gonna start crying. It's gonna be a chain reaction. And only the men of the Lord gonna even, you know, that's that what they call it, a tree in a weary place, or a water in a dry land. That's when all the women gonna be flocked to the men of the Lord, because you're gonna have the wisdom and understanding to have stability. We already know what's coming. So we ain't gonna be here boom-hoo and all that. We waiting on Esau to bring the sword. Like, that was taking you so long. I'm scared of. But, you know, they gonna look for us. They might not forget, you know, J-Rock. You know what I'm saying? This dude's scary, man. I'm looking for that little bitty dude on the highway ahead. Where he at? Because I want to know what's going on. Because it's gonna catch them off guard. Because they still believe in the government. They think, you know, they can vote these problems away. You know, I don't understand that. They can vote. I'm going Democrat this time. And then it's going to fix everything. I know Esau at this point, he like, I got to do a reset. You know what I'm saying? I got to do a purge. So I'm about to run the block.
That's a spirit right there, too, because you really think about it, the Lord is setting Esau up to do all of these things. And so, because, you know, the Lord is basically angry with the wicked every day, and you can't forget, First Peter chapter 4:17 about to take place when it says judgment about to begin at the house of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. All right, he said if it begin at the house of the Lord, where shall if when Luke paraphrase, if the wife be scarcely saved, then where should the sinner and ungodly appear? And so they're gonna appear right in front of.
I just get it from God. This is First Peter 4:17. It says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begins at us, what shall the end be to them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?"
Be seeing the end right here, right? So you got just like the octave read in Jeremiah the 30th chapter in the 6th verse, where it broke down that these Jakes, though the sinner and ungodly, they're gonna be doubled over, and they're gonna be crying. They're gonna have hands on their loin like they're getting ready to have a child. Okay, and so that's why it said where should the sinner ungodly appear? We're telling you, they're gonna appear right in front of Esau Edom's weapon, right? You know, they're gonna appear, they're gonna double over, they're gonna be begging for their life. Okay, that's what the Lord said. They go where the sinner ungodly appear. Okay, and real quick, I'm gonna further back that up because this is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 9, right? Because it said, "Behold," all right. When you read scripture and it said, "Behold," it basically saying what? Okay, and it said, "The day of the Lord, Yahweh about y'all coming." Okay, this right here is what we're talking about, the day of the Lord, which is pretty much Jacob's trouble. And it said, "Full both with wrath and fierce anger." All right, so the Lord is pissed off, especially he pissed off to the 230. He tired of you niggas. Okay, he tired of you ratchet ass old with the long eyes, you know, these fake nails. He tired of you. So he about to bring that judgment. He gonna use Esau and he gonna rain that terror on you. Okay, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And that's basically what's coming. So the Lord about to get ready. He come with that fierce anger, and he get ready to destroy all sinners, especially among the house of Israel. Man.
Yeah. Like I like how you really put that, man. Jake done sinned against you. How about y'all? They don't want to repent, man. They misuse the prophets. We've been out here, brothers been out here prophesying, letting you know the sword coming, being good watchmen. And Jake just forbears it, you know. Why? Because they got the vanity of this life in their face, the lust of it. Like I can still get a McDouble. I ain't heard what this nigga talking about. The system is still in place. But now, because they so stuck on Murph and so caught up in their strong delusion, they don't see the breaking of it. Like a lot of Jakes don't even hear what Trump talking about. They ain't got an idea that the sword is being sharpened up right in front of their face, man. Trump's on all kinds of legislation, which is all war tactics that he signed it, man. He taking away money. He beefing up the military, industrial complex, and he said no, when he about to attack Yashara, and as I do a temperature check on my jobs, they not ready. They're not even paying attention. So this thing gonna catch them off guard. And like Trick said, they're gonna be crying, blowing snot boogers. And they had time to repent, man. A lot of them don't walk past the camp, didn't seek the Lord, don't care to know the Lord. They like, I got my degrees and I got my money up, so I don't need to get in that. They look at us, oh, you a hate camp. You a hate group. You know, not knowing we just calling out truth. Esau, he's the real person that's full of hate. And he's seeking your blood right now. They showing you in so many ways. Somebody alligator Alcatraz. It used to be our favorite alligator. So they letting us know like they want to turn back the clock. Like we want to get back to the 1700, whip his back, feed his baby to a gator. That's where Esau want to go with it, man. And Jake is just so a lot of them are so docile and simple. That's what comes from third. They don't believe on Yahweh Bashar or know the correct doctrine. They don't care to know. They just cool going to church, putting their money in the plate, and going home after about 3 or 4 in the evening. Esau, I mean, they be having them in there all day, and they get nothing. All they do is listen to a band and hear his little fluff, and they paying top dollar. So I'm gonna bring out this right here because this prophesy we're about to go through in the scriptures, man. It's Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." I like how the Lord hit it up, said he should be saved out of it. We putting the work in now, man. We cleaning our hands up now. We washing the blood off now. We cleaning our sins up now. We ain't gotta wait for destruction to hit to seek the Lord. We doing it now. We ahead of the game. And it said the day is great and none is like it. Exactly, because now this devil got peak technology. He didn't have in the 1700s. This devil got where he can set up in this office, push a button, and lay out a whole block using a drone with no pilot or nothing. Right there, eat some gummy bears. He can press a button, or he can tell AI to do it. It's that easy. That's how advanced the sword is now. They is not paying attention to what is going on and what they up against. That's why you got to seek the Lord early. Now, hey, whatever the Lord let Esau get, he gonna get straight. Hey, earth strikes from his depths.
Back over Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 10, and it said, "For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened, and his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine." And that lines up perfectly with the missile, with the octave missile, right? So when there's gonna be a lot of chaos, and to the point where it's gonna be nuclear missiles, and they're gonna block the sun and the moon. right? All of those missiles and stuff is gonna cause those fumes, and you're not gonna be able to see the light. Okay? And in verse 11, and it says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. The wicked, which is the 2/3, all right? And of course, Esau eating the devil, right? And it says, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. So everybody that have their proud behavior, that refuse to hearken unto the word, the Lord said he's going to cause them to cease. Okay? You know, as the scripture said, fire goes before destruction and the haughty spirit before a fall, right? And it says, and I will lay low the haughtiness and the haughtiness of the terrible, and I will make and then pretty much in verse 12, which is gonna line up with Isaiah 4:1, right? Because it says, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden red of Ophir. Okay, and that all of those times, and that's pretty much gonna be the man of the Lord. Which going, those are the ones that are gonna be saved. So the Lord is gonna make them more precious than fine gold, but all of the people that prone to committing iniquity, and they don't have a care in the world, they don't have the fear of Yahweh Shah, the Lord said he's going to cause them to see. So yeah,
that's a righteous judgment too, man. Because Jake is wicked, man. Jake don't want to put in no work. Jake don't even consider who they are. I ain't that evil. Like, set that stuff up. You know, not knowing you just shut down the doors of mercy when you do that. We're doing a service, trying to lace you up to wisdom and understanding. That way you have enough to be sufficient to where you can have a personal relationship with your Yahweh. You know, all you got to do is read your word.
But that's actually just fighting the hands of Yahweh Shah. You know, he said that they had yet liberty, but they have not known me. You know, the Lord gave them blessings, but they still have not known me, and they refuse to hear. You know.
I got what is the 2nd Hedges 9-17. Everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith, whereby he must by he believe. It says, shall he preserve from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in the land, and wherein my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. And that goes into what the brother was saying. Hey, you're gonna be saved by you coming into this truth. And a lot of people, they shine their hand at them. They don't want to believe that, so they're gonna get caught out there in the darkness that the scriptures are speaking of. And see, you can go to Amos 5:18, and it speaks about that darkness that the Lord is about to bring on this place, which is Jacob's trouble. This is Amos 5:18, and it reads, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord," because a lot of people, they think the day of the Lord, when it comes, that the Lord is going to crack the sky and save everybody, or like they're going to get raptured out of something. But no, you got to go through this, because the Lord said He prayed that you get kept through it, not that He take you out of it. I might go pull that sooner or later. I get it. But this is Amos 5:18, and it reads, it says, "Woe unto them that desire the day of the Lord, for the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into a house and lay his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Every dark." It says, even darkness and no brightness in it, man. So it's going to be like Chase Row out there, man. You're going to barely escape from one thing, and then something else might catch you, because it's going to be constant chaos, constant problems everywhere. So that's what it's meant by Jacob's trouble. You gotta have the Lord to be saved out of this thing.
Just to you up when the doctor said earlier, but we got to go through it. A lot of these, and that's pretty much that's a shot towards the Christians. They try to say that we're not going to go through trials and tribulation. We're going to be wrapped out of it before all of the evil comes. Okay, but that's according to the scriptures. Real quick is Acts 14:22, and it said confirming the souls of the disciples, and it exalted them to continue in the faith, and that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. So that means that the Lord is going to turn up the heat, and that heat is symbolically speaking in that furnace of adversity, and we got to walk through it in order for us to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. So ain't no way around it. We got to go through it, man.
And what it is, we got to work around is Esau coming with his blessing, which is that sword. It's going to be a big time military presence, big time gear, but it's never going to come with all kinds of technology we ain't seen yet, man. It's going to be like modern warfare. And this is Ezekiel 21:8, it says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 9, Son of man, prophesy and say, then say of the Lord, say, a sword is shame, or Salakia, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. Verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished, that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth, if contemneth the rod of my son as every tree? So right there, they say that like Esau sharpened up the sword he got. Like they might be BSing, they might got an AK AR-15, but Esau is cleaning stuff up, get stuff ready, man. Like they already know what they about to do. So they looking for the lives, Jake. You know they hate Jake. So and like this is how we make America great again. You know they're gonna be choking out Pablo and Lil Ray Ray. You know that's how they're gonna get down, man. They tell us to move to the safe zone.
This is Revelation 12:12 to back you up. It says, therefore reject ye heavens and them that dwell therein. Go unto the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea. For the devil coming down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Yeah, they're coming down with great wrath, you know, they have but a short time. Esau got to hurry up, man. They talking about they seeing chariots in the space coming in. You know what that is. And at one of my jobs, they got all the military branches posted up, but don't have one on the military force. We make a lot of parts, you know, for these certain companies might get this stuff going. And it's all to get the war machine going. I notice if you working a job that deals with military, they got you on mandatory overtime right now. They know they need it. They getting ready to pretty much siege the children of Israel. They're gonna put a siege on them, man.
You know, and they're getting ready for that war in heaven right there too.
God.
Yeah. That war in heaven, what they know they're not to lose anyway. This is why they're trying to move with move in hate. You know, that's the spirit of Esau right now. They want to move in hate. This is what's going on in DC, LA, and then you know a couple more information coming out that they're trying to take over Atlanta, you know, Philadelphia, and cities like that. Those are all cities that's pretty much where Jake pretty much reside at. You know, those are where all the Israelites is at. And so that's them coming down having that great wrath. Okay.
This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall come down. It says, for the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
See that right there, it said, be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give you the crown of life. That means you got to cleave on to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and be faithful and believe on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua unto death. Even if it was to take your life, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to give you that crown of life. And then on the flip side of that, when he said, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, it's not talking about that the devil that they taught you in the Christian church where that underground, that spiritual demon devil. No, it's talking about the real devil, the so-called white man. The ones who own the prison system, the privatized prison system. These are the devils that's going to cast some of you into prison.
Who bumped up their budget to ICE, who's over there actually literally exercising this right now.
All right. And that's exactly what they're doing. And see, and you notice like all of the laws that come into play, because that's at Isaiah 10:1, you know, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree, right? And so when they setting up the laws, they got one piece of law where they're attacking the job, they're attacking the unions on the job, right? And so you're gonna have some jakes that are gonna lose their job without reason, without cause. Okay, when they lose their job, you know, most Americans is 2 paychecks away from being homeless. Okay, so now they got a job to where now they got a law to where you can't be homeless. So what did Trump say about the homeless? He gonna send them. They're gonna take them somewhere. So he's gonna put them in the concentration camp. So that precept lines up perfectly when he says, behold, when the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So that's exactly what is going to happen. A lot of innocent people are going to be thrown into the prison system, man. You know, and that's what we out here warning you. And this is why we constantly warning you and telling you, like, you need to give right for your how about some y'all shot. You know, as it says in Isaiah 55 and verse 6, where it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, right? This is that time for you to seek the Lord while he may be found. Because that's the only person they're going to deliver you out of it. Only Yahweh Yahshua is going to deliver you out of your troubles, man. As he said in Jeremiah chapter 30 and 7, right? Because he said it's the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, and who that he is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He's going to save Yahshua out of that trouble. Okay, and he's going to send his angels on our behalf. All right, but if you refuse to hearken, you're going to be caught up with it, man. You know, and Esau Edom is going to rain terror. He's going to drain blood, man.
This is Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up,
Right.
the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. It says, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And everyone that shall be found written in the book are the hopeful elect, the elect of the nation of Israel. But for the rest of the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, hey, it's gonna be a bad time for you. Hey, the devil gonna come down so hard that the Lord gotta send angels to protect you. And if you shun his protection, that means you're left out there to the elements. Esau gonna get you, eat you up.
That's what's gonna happen, man. You know, that's why it said Michael shall stand up. And that lines up perfectly where the devil come in like a flood, right? And so and that's when the Lord gonna lift up that standard. Okay, he gonna lift up that standard, and it's gonna be on behalf of the elect. Okay, and that's pretty much what it boils down to. That we're hoping to be a part of that hopeful elect that the Lord is gonna automatically save. You know, those who are written in the book.
That verse says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, and some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting contempt. That means the hopeful elect is going to wake up to the everlasting life. They're going to get that salvation. But some of the 2/3 of nation Israel, 2/3 of nation Israel, they're going to wake up to and get that wrath, and hey, they're going to have to feel that death, man. They're going to get that judgment.
That does go into that confusion, right? Because America, aka Babylon the Great, that's pretty much going into the land of confusion. All right, so those are the people that predicating their lifestyle on trying to hold on to America. They're gonna be in that everlasting contempt, that shame.
I say the workplace will be in worse shape than hers. You know, he kind of like, you know, got her stuff built up. The regular people, man, they just gonna get smoked out of here, man. Especially the poor. Like Scripture say, he gonna attack the poor and the needy. And we look up at Trump is actually doing it. It's doing the way to war on people that's poor. You know, getting them off the block, you getting their tents up, and you made them like that. He done raised up the rent. Everything is through the roof. Groceries is high. And then you got working classes, all kind of videos and all kinds of what you call that, vines and strips and clips of them. Everybody, I can't take it no more. I seen a whole clip today at work. But anybody's like, I regret my vote. I'm like, hey, it's too late, homie. He in there. And Jay warned that he's gonna do that. Because hey, we in that time that I brought it out that Esau coming down with great wrath because he done lost. His kingdom, his time is up. The elites know that. So they're putting pressure on Trump like, hey man, you better Operation Warp Speed this stuff and quit playing around before we release them Epstein files. So he under pressure. He's under major pressure. They putting the heat on him. You know, this dude ain't moving this, what you call it, autonomous. He ain't moving like that. He got to take orders from the small hats, the bankers. They like, hey man, they telling him, Chief Child, like, hey, get it going, homie. Like right now, I better come and see the Glock clinked up. I better not see no Jake when I come visit your country.
It better be in my prison system.
Exactly.
I need to collect that 80 rack per bed.
Yeah, and we talking about that not long ago yesterday. So that's they getting money off of this. So how diabolical and wicked is that? If you don't know Esau's the devil, I don't know what to tell you. This devil is taking somebody that's poor and have nothing, throw them in a concentration camp to make $80,000 off of them or more, whatever these devils making off of them, just to get money. That's diabolical, huh? Like, God, that's the devil, bro.
Have to bag you up. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe, and the brother Bayan quoted it earlier. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the rights from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
And if you think about that word woe, we always bring, when you go and look at the definition, it says great sorrow and distress. So it says woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. And that's pretty much Esau, even the so-called white man. So the Lord got a righteous indignation that's going to be against him. So that's why the devil, he's losing everything he has. He's coming down. That's why he's coming down with great wrath, because he knows, right? He knows the Lord is coming for him. Okay, so he's trying to take as many Jakes as he can if possible, right? You know, if it was possible, he'll be able to take all Jakes. That way the Lord won't have nobody to come back to. But you know, as the scripture said, it's not possible, right? You know, it's not possible for Esau Edom to take us all out. Okay. And so, and another thing when he said that take away the right from the poor and the needy, he's doing that right now. All right. He's literally making it to where, you know, the people can lose their job right now as we speak, you know, because he's getting rid of all the union jobs. He's attacking the union right now. Okay. And so the fact that he's attacking the union, they give the supervisors and managers more power on their job. And so if there's a Jake or Israelite that's on a job, you know, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, of course you have the speckled bird. If they on their job and the management don't like them, they can come up with some trumped up charge and then fire their individual. And now the individual is homeless, and then you know it's a cycle. We're telling you what these devils is doing. You know, what was the Apostle Paul always said, let Satan get an advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices. These are the devil's plans to have us all going into the concentration camp. If he can't do that, then he's trying to prepare a slaughter for our children, you know, for Yasser, man.
I got one to back up statements y'all just made, because this devil, he getting draconian. He coming down like that dragon now. So this is a Revelation 12:17. It says, the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh and the testimony of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. You hear that? It said the dragon was wroth with the woman, man. The woman represents the nation of Israel. You know, they represent that nation, man. That woman about to get attacked. Because right now she doesn't have her husband. He's not here. The husband is who? Yahweh Shah. You know, he's here in the spirit, but he ain't here physically yet. So that means that devil, he got to open it. You know, it's like a criminal see a chick walking by herself. You know, he like an opportunity. You know, see her with her purse.
Ain't no light. You know, ain't no cop looking around. You know. Hey, she by herself. Ain't no cameras right now. She get ready to walk in the alley. That's how these devils coming, man.
Because we're the poor and we ain't got nothing. Right? We ain't got no military, no standing force. So these devils like, this is my opportunity to get them before Yahweh Shah gets her. And like I said, it said went to make war with the remnant of her seed. This devil, he gonna comb through all of Yahshua, children of Israel. He's looking for the elect, because that's the ones that Yahweh Shah care about. You know, that's precious. Going up.
Yes, this is back you up on. In 2nd Esdras 16 and 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Ooh, that go right with the precept we just pulled right there, man. So like madmen, you know, Trump gonna put it on them to go crazy like madmen. They're gonna be yanking Jake out the house, you know, casting them out. You get all belligerent, they're gonna unalive you. You know, they're gonna look to pull out the man too. Like whoever the head of the household, pull them out, jack them up. And they're going to grab the women and children and throw them in the paddy wagon and go to concentration camp. That's how they're going to do it, man. It's like old school way of how the KKK get down. And so they're going to ride through in Humvees and M-Raps and start jacking Jake up, man. And they said, what? Getting those that fear the Lord. He wants the elect. You know, everybody is looking for the elect right now. So it's really going to be on us brothers that, you know, do the truth. You righteous brothers and sisters that listen and got this word. But see, that's when Esau going to get snubbed. So I'm looking at Esau like, I want you to make that move. Because that's when the Lord going to flex on Esau. Like, yeah, you can have the 2/3. I don't care about them. You know, you can have these little niggas. They rebellious. Like, they get on our nerves. If they get on our nerves, imagine they get on the Lord's nerves. He's like, man, I done did all this, gave you all this grace period, all this time to yourself right, and you still want to be a nigga? Okay. Hey, I'm about to put that rap on Esau, get him. But when you come for the hopeful elect, and the Lord starts hearing his name called out, you know, Yahweh Shah, that's a whole different beast right there. Because, hey, the Lord loved that woman, man. The woman that remnant, the ones that fear the Lord, got to act together. You know, that's like that good feminine woman that do everything you like. She's in submission. Like, hey, Yahweh Shah got plans for the whole elect. So the Lord is looking to uplift that standard and make his name famous again, like he did with King David, like he did with Samson. The Lord now wants to show himself. Right now, that's what the 2/3 don't mess with us like that. They're like, where your power at? What you talking? Yahweh Shah where? Yahweh Shah what? You broke nigga? You ain't got no motion. You ain't doing nothing. Esau got this and got that. I don't see nothing. What you talking about? So the Lord hears that from the 2/3. That's a challenge. You know, even Esau saying that, like, man, I've been running through Jake for the past 400 years. Talk about, man, we lynch him, feed him the gators. I take stuff away from them. I even have my police force unalive them, and hey, they get paid vacation. So I've been ravishing the children of Israel. So what you talking about? You know, so that's the Lord, like, okay, it's a perfect opportunity. You know, so we over here full with the spirit of Yahweh Shai. So when this devil, hey, he tell you the scripture. What did he tell a woman to do when she get ravished? She's supposed to holler out. So they go to Proverbs 18 and 10. Not only do we holler out that name. Because then it's going to kick into Psalms the 91st chapter. Like, I set him on high because he know my name. Like, all these scriptures going to go into play at this certain, like, this time. That's why I'm loving this time. This game time. You know, we putting our little face paint on, like, yeah, I'm ready for you, E. So when we holler out that name, hey, certain things is going to happen, man. The Lord, hey, he going to show himself. And that's when he's already going to be scared. They're going to come back and report, like, hey, man, this dude, hey, he incredible hope on us, man. And smashed that Alpha Bravo team.
I barely made it out alive.
Yeah, they gonna be, hey, man, hey, send out the bots. I'm not going for that guy. Yeah, send out the Terminators, man. We not going for that guy. Hey, he's gonna holler out, hey, go to Plan B-52. You know what I'm saying? Like, there they go. Because Esau knows about the whole elect. It's just he don't know who is and who ain't. Because we don't even know who is and who ain't. Nobody does. Only the Lord knows. Now we putting out our works to make ourselves worthy, but nobody truly knows until Esau make that move, man. We call ourselves the hopeful elect. Exactly. So everybody's waiting on that. Except we're in a position to where we know what's going on and we know what to do. 2/3 don't know. 2/3 don't know nothing, man. 2/3 gonna cry and holler for their MOTV. You know, they're not gonna know nothing. They misuse their grace period. They abuse it and they abuse the prophets.
Back you up. This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 8. It says, shall be preserved from the said pharaohs and shall see my salvation in the land wherewith my borders are, and sanctify them from the beginning. That's what talking about the elect. In verse 9 it says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and that they have cast them away despitefully, shall be dwell in torment. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law when they yet had liberty, and when they yet had a place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Ooh, that back up everything I just said right there. They said we ain't out here just talking reason. We out here talking the words of Yahweh Shah. The Lord just said that. You abused his way. You didn't want to hear his word. We was talking with the OKC camp when we had people talk about that, how they just don't want to get with it because they don't have faith. It all boils down to faith, man. So for all you brothers and sisters that's here in this congregation, that's why y'all shout out the Lord of hosts. He's hosting a heavily, party. Hey, feel glad on that, because 2/3 they don't have that. And like the scripture just said, I pulled out, they're gonna be trembling and be in pitiful case. They're gonna be hollering out Jesus, and there's gonna be no remedy for that. Because they show you abuse the way. It's like, man, you hollering out the wrong name. That's disrespectful.
That's a slap in the Lord's hand right there. That's biting the hand that beat you. Because they say they had that liberty, right? So the Lord gave them that grace period, right? Not only he gave you that grace period, he gave you that, the time that you needed, right, to come back to Yahweh Yahweh. But then you abuse it, now you're gonna be in that critical case. As the Christian said.
Not only did you have your liberty, like you didn't just like, I don't believe that. You despised it. You talk shit about it. Nigga, fuck that. Y'all wrong. Man. I don't want to hear that. Nobody can. If you can't say the white man, now I don't want to be a part of it. Man, like, man, you despise the gospel. You despise your gift, man, that the Lord gave to you. Your salvation, you despise it. The hand that was helping to lift you up and protect you. Hey, you spit on it.
Oh, something hit me in the spirit. You know what they did? They in the same spirit as Esau. Then he despised his birthright. And he took it for granted.
Hey, I was gonna say that ungrateful child.
Yeah. They did. 2/3 doing the same spirit as Esau, man. Esau like, I don't need that birthright. Give me that plate. Give me that little pot to eat. He didn't care. So 2/3 is just like Esau, man. A total lack of spiritual insight. And like I said, they despise the salvation. The Lord done, hey, he opened up and gave you a way. Hey, it made it easy for you too. It's no excuse, man. You can't say, well, I don't know how to read. I couldn't break it down. That's the prophets out here for. You got brothers prophesying in Espanol. You even got a sign language camp.
You got Bible apps, and you can press the button and it'll read for you.
Exactly. So there's no excuse, man. I couldn't understand it. That's what the prophets is for, to break it down.
Now it's even more easy. They didn't create Chat GPT that'll break down the scripture for you. Some of it they break down the scripture for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't rely on the computer. Yeah, I say rely on the prophets, man. Forget AI. That might throw you off, man. But the Lord set up men of the Lord to break it down for you, you know? So yeah, I wouldn't get too caught up in the AI, man. It might throw you off. That's a computer system. Pretty much, that's a demon.
It might hack you.
Yeah, that's a demon, man. You know what I'm saying? Plus, AI learns from the prophets anyway. So that's secondary, man. So you despise the men of the Lord is what's disrespectful. We doing a service. We out here like Yahweh shop. You know, we come to you in the flesh, making our body a living sacrifice to give you the word. You know, the Lord does not take none of that lightly. You know, we doing a service to give it to you. Break it down, make it easy. You can get anything you want, man. There's all kind of brothers doing lessons day and night, man. It's like I like how the Lord put on Apostle the Holy Spirit to call it great millstone. We grinding. You know, taking the hood off, say I'm grinding. You know, I'm grinding. We grinding, man, day and night. You know, you got brothers all over the world putting this world out. You know, and just like back then, see, we're in the same pose as Noah. They disrespected Noah, man. Noah told him it's gonna rain. They all like, man, whatever, that nigga crazy, man.
We over here building. They over here talking shit. This ain't gonna rain. Then when it rained, what happened? Knocking at the door. Can we come in? Nah, the Lord stepped that thing.
Real quick, this is a quick precept because he said that the Lord made it easy, right? Because he said, 1 John chapter 5 and 3, he said, for this is the love, how the Lord has set it up. It's not grievous. It's not a burden for you to do the work of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. So that's how he made it easy for you. Okay. And that, you know, you gotta.
Okay, man, I'm gonna bring this out right here, man. Shalom to the Akon comment board, man. Shalom. Like Macaulay, he had this one right here. I'm gonna bump up to 8. And this is Ezekiel 21 and 8. And it says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 9, son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. You know, so that means perfected, sharpened. So that means Esau got his weaponry and military stuff down pat. You know, and go verse 10. It is sharpened to make a sure slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? They got there. Where them fans at? Right. Where them boots on the ground? Like, dude, you better get out of there. It said, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. So the Lord looking to chop down, you know, Yahshua like they some trees. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what they call a AK-47 in the hood? A chopper? Hey, the Lord about that. They about to come out there, man. Esau might come out with the 50 cal. They might say, clean the block. He did. And chop them all down, man.
And Yahweh Shah said it best. He that breaketh forth not good food, now be hewn down and thrown into the fire.
God, and that's what happens to the 2/3, man. So this is the time. Hey, this is like a good watchman, man. Like the Lord told us, a sword is coming. So like a watchman. Be like, man, the enemy coming in. And we literally saying that. You go on the news and look, and Esau, you know, got troops running down the block. Literally, ice ages. This stuff wasn't happening in the 90s. It's some new stuff, man. So we know we're at the end. There's troops, boots on the ground, Babylon the Great, running the block and checking on U.S. citizens. Right? You know what I'm saying? What you doing, man?
I also heard that there's fake ICE agents.
Carl, so that's Esau militia group. So now Esau can just join in. I want to unalive a Jake, so I can order some ICE stuff off of Amazon, put it on, put a mask on, like KKK.
Yep. And I heard they're ravaging people.
Carl. So Jake out here thinking, you know, everything fun and games, up here dancing, boots on the ground, where my fans at. And Esau over here, hey, he done perfected that sword, man. They running military operations right now. And Babylon the Great, not overseas, right here on the land, man. And the worst kingdom ever erected. Babylon, which we already know that's gonna all lead to destruction. Is what it's gonna do, man. The economy is trash. Other countries are watching this. They're like, man, I don't want to trade with you. You about to fight your own people. What you gonna make? You know what I'm saying? We doing bricks, homie.
lose some money messing with you.
Yeah, it's closed shop over there. So, everybody ducking and dodging because now it's about to be war. When I look at the U.S. citizens, they're not ready for war. Especially Jake, man. I know Esau now, they starting to see like, oh man, we done messed up. Man, get the AR-15. You look at Jake, he's still trying to get a little smoke sack.
Still clubbing.
Yeah, he's still clubbing. They got their boots on the ground, popping fans, and they still making murder.
They trying to get a Hellcat to go and we do a donut on the block.
Exactly. Yeah, I woke up in a new Bugatti. Jacob is still, he out here hot saucing when the sword is literally coming, and the prophet, we telling him it's coming. You can see it's coming. But Jake got the covers over his head. Like, I ain't seen nothing. We gonna do like we been doing.
And being so.
Exactly. He drunk.
Yeah.
He drunk what they Babylon do.
Yeah.
Trump will get out there and lie real quick. Oh, no, we just cleaning up crime and the homeless. Nothing to see here.
Right.
And then you go on TikTok and they over there, hey, messing with little UINs, jacking them up. Like, what y'all doing? So this thing is going down, man. We already know once the troops get out there and get physical, what's coming next? The MOTB. That's going to be a deciding factor. They're going to say, I'll leave you alone if you get the MOTB. You got the MOTB, then I'm going to run you down. And it says those that don't want to get it, he's going to seek to unalive you. So this thing ain't going to be like the juice. He's going to say you get it or else. And then how many people can stand up and really withstand that? When you got an AR-15 in your face.
Oh, they'll give in.
Yeah, exactly. And he got a syringe. And they're like, what's it going to be? Your average Jake going to give it up, man.
You got your little baby girl with a gun to the head. What you going to do? You going to take it or not?
Yeah. And you going to need the Spirit of the Lord going to be on you real tough to stand strong in that type of moment, man. They got to be on you tough. That's why we say build yourself up now like lifting weights. So when it comes to it, your faith be so strong in the Lord, man, you tell that devil pull it. They might mess their heads up. Like, what the heck? I ain't came across nobody like this. This dude ain't crying. They might look around like, man, what the hell? You got some booby traps or something? Like, you supposed to be scared. He talking about pull it, And we looking for that standard to get lifted up. We looking for miracles to happen. Only the hope of Lex see that. Jake, man, some girl can't believe in no miracle. They gotta have something tangible. They gotta see it.
144 is
Exactly what it is. Exactly. 144,000. Jake don't know about that. Or spiritual power. Hood Jake don't believe in that. Hood chick, ratchet chicks, she don't believe in no spiritual power or nothing like that. She just know about EBT and her section 8. And whatever Jake gonna come through, little simp dude gonna drop her a couple $. That's all she know. Something that's tangible. And Esau about to cut all that off. So she about to be hollering when she in a bad situation. Gonna tell little Ray, go get that strap and get out there and do it. That's probably why they looting in DC right now, man. I don't know what they going on or what type of snare happened, but it's all set in motion, man. The legislation's already in place. All they got to do is say go. That's it. So that's how close we are to the end. Then they'll pretend about they saying something for space. So they might do a fake alien invasion. Or it could be a house shot. We'll know when it happens. We don't know if it's real or not. Then the devil got AI. The devil can run a thing on the on the YouTube or the TikTok and make it look real. There'd be some whole fake made up stuff, man, to get everybody to go this way.
They got fake.
Exactly.
They got the power of the media to do it. Because every time something happens, they're gonna put it on every news outlet, and they're gonna constantly play it over and over and over again just to get people to believe.
They might run it this time to say, go ahead,
I was just saying, showing you that they got control of all the simps. Everybody that have their simp mindset, they're gonna believe it. They're gonna believe it regardless, without even checking the facts or anything like that.
Yeah, the simp serve a woman. Yeah, and a woman ain't got no wisdom. So you're real low level. You're a simp.
Right.
You below the woman. The woman ain't ready for this. So simps ain't gonna make it, man. Only the men of the Lord can better stand up to this. And what was I about to say? Yeah, they can run a deep fake and do the same thing they did the 1-9 situation. They say, oh, this doesn't happen. Right. Aliens touch down, they got a new virus out. Only thing that's gonna save you is to put this device in your body that constantly releases medicine, and that's the only way you're gonna make it. And how many J's gonna believe that? If they don't know about the MOTB and all of that stuff. It ain't like we ain't told them. And it's so bad, you got other Israelite camps gonna tell their congregation to go get it.
Like,
yeah, they're gonna tell them to go get it.
They already told their congregation to take the max.
Exactly. Same truth. So when that scenario comes, they're gonna tell them the same thing. That's a lot of dates done real easy. Just like that. That's why having the correct doctrine, having 100% truth is so vital important because it's your whole armor. You know, it's your whole armor on your mind and to know what's going on. So you can make a good sound decision on what you need to do. That's why you need 100% truth, man. You can't have all the truth and then your MOTB is wrong. That's that little 2%. That's all Esau need to get in.
A little leaven and leaven up the whole lump.
Exactly. That's all he needs.
Lord already said, if the blind lead the blind, they should go fall into the ditch. Like,
So that's all Esau needs, a little hole to get in. So this thing is so big that you got to be laced up with 100%, man, to even with to have a chance at this thing. And let you know, like Esau, this time he coming in like hard and heavy. This time, usually like in the 80s and 90s, they'll put it out there like, please do this, please do that, please go here. Nah, man, we here in 2025 where they gonna come out troops like, hey, kick your door in like it's a drug bust.
like little Caesar's hot and ready.
Hot and ready, yeah. Like a drug bust. You just work at a little job, you know, they gonna kick your door in like you got some major dope or something. They gonna say, hey, they ain't got no MOTB. They probably have little scanners. Oh, yeah, you got 10 people over there ain't got the MOTB, man. Get in there, bust them up. You got preppers. They got little sanctuary areas, man. He's all about to get all up in there like they hoarding food.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna take the food away.
Heard that they're going after them too, the preppers.
God, they might go after them first. Like, hey, man, ain't no sanctuary for my, you know, my raft.
And that's dumb as hell. If they on the internet, oh, we got this going. We got all you gotta do is reroute your IP address. Oh, no, there go your address. Like, hey, you just showed everybody what you got.
Yeah, so I look at them as fake. If you showing what you got, you prepping, if you on the internet, on the YouTube, you dumb as hell. Like I said, your stuff is already shown. Like I said, they showing all their inventory. We got this food for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
We got 6 months. We got 6 years worth of dry storage food right here. The arsenal is bigger than
100 rounds of, you know, 7.62s. We got about 2 tons of 9mm. We got a little militia group. Hey, you already done, man.
Our garden is stocked up. We been planting for years. Okay. All right.
God, so they gonna be the first ones to get clipped up. Or they might attack the food areas first. When people is out there. So you need the Lord, man, to give you that standard, man. Because the Lord might have with a computer glitch up and they done already thought your block that got checked and they just passed right over. No, the Lord done that for me before. So it's an app. I know about it. I done got clipped up and the police had me, you know, and this dude's computer froze up. I'm sitting there like, wow. His computer froze up. He was hitting it, trying to reset it, and it didn't get back right. And after that, he looked at me. He was trying to take me in, you know, the stuff wasn't right. But then when the computer locked up, he let me go. I was like, that is amazing, man. I was like, what's the odds of that? Because he's about to get me, and then the computer locked up. So the Lord could do that when Jacob Trouble hit. You know, they got little orders and blocks to hit. So, and then the Lord can make it where they say, oh, yes, this block been checked already. You in there like, you know, chilling. You know what I'm saying? They're playing checkers or something. Or chess. And like, I don't know, they hollering about it. I ain't seen no, they went right past. You know, or you might get spiritual power.
But the Lord says you live up a standard. You don't say a word standard, it goes into like disappearing. So like the Lord can like set it to like, hey man, like skip totally over. He disappeared. Like make those things disappear.
Make you invisible.
God. Or it might be a dude, he might be sleeping, not doing his job right. Like what's that movie Fury? He see you but don't say nothing. And just keep it moving like I don't want to smoke. You know what I'm saying? You might get that type of mercy and grace. You know, but you gotta put in the work though. You ain't gonna grant that to no nigga that's been going against the ministry. Nah, that dude gotta get his justice. No, that's only for the hopeful leg gonna get that type of mercy. I said we need tender mercy. You know, we under pressure, man. Like the devil, he put it out there like, man, I'm about ready to steal Jake blood. You know, we tired of playing nice. Because all that stuff ain't working no more. I put Jake on crack. He done got off of crack. I put gangsterism out there and he don't want to be gangster no more. I put the Momo stuff out there. It look like, you know, some of them ain't doing that either. They still out here still having babies. And so Esau fed up. He's like, I done hit Jake with everything I can think of. Trillions of dollars, all kinds of agenda, scenario, and Jake is still thriving.
Not to mention, he's already been pointing out as being the wicked. So he's like, oh, well, everybody already know I'm wicked. Might as well just go ahead and come full force.
So, yeah, I ain't got to cover no more. I might as well be what they say. What's the Eminem made that song? I am whatever you say I am. You know,
If I wasn't, then why would you say that?
So he about to come just like that. Like, I might as well, be the devil and do it. Act the cleansing. Not to know who was doing it. So he telling Trump, like, hey, man, get your stuff together, partner. I done got land and cleared out land. You ain't did nothing. I look up on the thing and Jake still talking smack on TikTok. What are you doing? So he got to hit a quota, man. He got to fit that quota in. I think the reason he doing that because deep down inside, they know about the whole leg, man. They done seen the problems. We probably got think tanks watching us right now. So in the back of Esau's mind, man, is that what if? That what if got them scared. Like, what if he is 144,000 saint? What if? So if I attack him, hey, we might activate it. So they are like, okay, let's try to finesse it like this. But all that ain't working. You got to come hard body, man. And they just got to see. They like, man, flip, get it. We just going to do it. We're going to see. And they go to that precept you brought out that destroying those that fear the Lord. Esau just going to run it. Like, I ain't got a choice no more. I'm under pressure. My system, my economy is done collapse. I ain't got no allies around the world like that no more. I can't steal and spoil no more. Africa done got their weaponry up. I can't go and rob them no more. I done already took everything in the Middle East. Only thing left is Iran. So there's nothing left for me to do except attack the children of Israel. So we might as well do it. What they got? A couple ARs and Glock switches. I think we can get it done. They up in their little war councils with Trump. And they like, man, the general part saying, I feel confident we can get them. Because they went to the think tank like, hey, I don't know, man. I just really don't know. Maybe we try something else. I think they might be. Because like I said, you brought it up earlier. AI was telling them that. AI was like, the black man, he's the closest to God. And this and that. So that part really scared Esau like, God, hey, I said that.
Yeah.
I created this shit.
And they're already saying that the UFOs they're like African Americans.
God, and man, that's tripping me out that is coming out of the nerd. Because I heard that Edomite say that. He said that back, years ago. Something like, this not getting legs on it? So that's the Spirit of the Lord right there, man. I'm like, how is it blowing up now? And that's really old news. That devil said that, like, I want to say 5, 6 years ago, maybe more. Right. Yes, I'm like, now this is a thing?
It went viral on the body, but yeah.
But I said, that's also to put a target on Yahshua.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, no, I'm not about to let you connect with no aliens. No, we're not about that. So, hey, we got to rinse you right now before they get here. And that's probably why, like you said earlier, you got dudes buying stuff off Amazon as ice. Like, I got to step it up. Mm-hmm. If they connect to them, they said 7 foot. 7 foot aliens, man. Hey, we got to get them before it happens. And I'm telling you, what type of technology they got? So that's a slander campaign. That's an old clip. That devil saying that. Nobody cared when that devil said that when it first came out. Now all of a sudden it's a very big thing. You got Jake on TikTok. What the hell he? What the hell he on? 7 foot aliens and this and that. I'm like, oh man, that's the spirit. Because now everything is talking about Jake. That's the AI talking about Jake. Everything's talking about Jake. You got Northern Tribe getting their industry together. We was talking about that. We done with the brothers, man. We said all the east side is Ishikar. And they spread to Pine and Harvard. You think Esau like that? They look like Black Wall Street to him. He like, oh, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? They ate their little flea market on Memorial Avenue. They ate there like, what the hell?
They tracked down on that one, too.
Yeah, they ate there like, what the heck?
Track that down, man.
The church, Jake's is doing this. Like, Jake on the side doing Jamba Juice. We got all kind of taco shops. Yeah, taco shops. Northern Tribe, Jake got own grocery store. What's that one called? Mordello's, yeah, they got grocery stores and stuff. Hey, with fresh meat, you can get cooked and stuff. That Esau, Esau jealous. Like, they're not right. They're not right. Where you get that money from? Trump give them cartels. They cartel money. That's the first thing Esau don't think. That's drug money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they like, that's why Trump talking about attacking cartel. He trying to stop the industry of Yahshua Allah. And then I've been to Denver. Hey, Denver got a big Ishikar community. Right there by the Denver Broncos stadium. You got to call that a little maid coat. So every time you go to the Denver Bronco game, you got to deal with Northern Tribe. I know he's something like that. Yeah, like what the hell? Right here by my multi-billion-dollar stadium, I got to look at Ishikar, make all this money in this little taco truck. No, man. And that's because nobody want to eat Esau food.
I don't know.
No, eat Esau food, man. People tired of Wendy's and KFC.
Yeah, that shit is human. Tell them what's in there,
Green.
That's like some kind of real shit. You're not seasoned good.
Exactly.
Body ain't cooked right.
Pork
You know,
in there,
got a little blood still in it.
So you got Jake showing out. The couple just got barbecue spots. They popping. They be full of Edomites. So that just leave. That's that jealousy and envy that Esau sees. Because that's that Black Wall Street coming again. He's like, okay, I smashed out Southern tribe. Damn, here come Northern tribe. You know, and now his cameras are surveillance. So now he can't just bomb it like he did back then. Everybody gonna see it. So he's like, I gotta try to do an infiltration or something. Like, we gotta get everybody. That's why he's tackling the Judah right now. Like, I just gotta go for everybody.
He's gotta say they're criminals and not use the justification.
God, that's the whole campaign right now. First, Northern tribe was criminals. So I'm gonna get the criminals out. Then Joe Rogan looking up like, nah, man, y'all getting people that work for Home Depot.
Landscapers.
Yeah, you grabbing landscapers and stuff like that. They losing support because you grabbing working class people. You ain't grabbing no criminals. Criminals is running free. And that getting labeled the Southern tribe as criminal. And that stuff ain't working like that no more. Because Southern tribe working all of that. So, like I said earlier, man, Esau just got to go ahead and be that devil and make his move. And we waiting on it. We're anticipating. And we looking at Esau, what you trying to get people, man? Go ahead and make that move, man. So get out here. I'm tired of working for Esau. So that make my day. I ain't got to go to work. Cool. You know, we in the house prayed up with some candles. You know, that Bible cut the lights out. Cyber attack. We've been cyber attacked. And then Esau so stupid. They just blame it on Russia and China. And Esau believed it. Yeah, goddamn Russia. And that's as America did. They just cut the switch off. You know, that's all they did. Cut the switch off. Probably gonna blame Iran, Russia, whoever they want to go mess with, they're gonna blame it on them. And I know this Edomite, mega Edomites are very gullible. All they gotta do is get Trump out there. And they'll believe whatever it says. I don't that they can see the truth. And if Trump say it, Trump didn't say it, it ain't real. Fake news. You know what I'm saying? So everything's set in motion, man. We are in Jacob's trouble. This is the beginning stages of it. We just waiting for it to really spice up. I'm waiting for the first unalivings. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be the public or it's gonna be one of them ice agents, but somebody gonna fire a shot, and that's gonna be the start of the war.
I'm gonna read this just because, like, this is can't talk about Jacob's trouble without 2 Edges 15. It says, "Woe to them." It said, "Woe to the world and them that the world their hand." That's to everybody, man. Even the hopeful elect, but like we're gonna be saved out of it. It says, "For the sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand." We're in the midst of that. We're seeing it. Mm-hmm. It says, "For there shall be sedition amongst men invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes." And we're in the beginning stages of seeing that. Mm-hmm. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of the prides of the cities," it says, "because of the pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and shall spoil their goods because of lack of bread and great tribulation."
You hear that, man? Hey, it says sedition among men with the great tribulation. They're gonna just cut the food off, and right now they got to do that because, like I said, they read in their precept. They're not regarding their kings nor their princes. Trump is losing motivation because of all the criminal activity they had. So he's starting to lose that juice. Mecca is split right now. I did a clip, if y'all watch my lesson, where Edomite threw a Subway sandwich at one of the ice agents. You know, straight Moses too. He's like, y'all are fascists. You are fascists. Hey, he straight through that. That's him not going to kick the prince.
A full sandwich too, man. Like
a whole foot long. Like, damn, go ahead, take a bite.
I'll be hungry, man. I'm gonna throw this at him.
I'm not even hungry no more now. I've seen y'all asses.
God, that's it. A whole full sandwich, man. To let you know, he was very upset. That's Edomite. Like, they out here for you. You are fascists. You know, threw it and then started running. You know what I'm saying? They like, dang, we ain't trying to get you. We trying to get Jake. What are you doing? They say that Esau's divided. Satan's divided right now, you know? Everyone said, see, he had a sandwich. Now, what if he had that 44 dirty Harry? You know, we just seen the ice agent take one. You know, then they probably took him out. And they probably all over TikTok. So it's right then and there. Like I said, it's right there close.
No, day and night.
Exactly. He used a sandwich as a weapon. And the minute that somebody go pull out that gun, you know what I'm saying? That was a sandwich, y'all scholars. And the minute somebody gonna have a gun, they ain't gonna take you. And this is happening while money is still going. Let that money, that dollar go up. Oh man, it's up then. I say it might start with that, what you just reading earlier, with that Trump, that new 32-hour week thing, and then the check gets short. Because that ain't nothing but a new fancy way to shorten your check. You only get 32 hours a week. No more 40.
That's that lack of bread right there. That's
exactly. Because you already struggling with 40 hours a week. Right. You gonna short me to 32?
On the inflation writing?
Come on, man. That's a recipe for war. In fact, guess who gonna do it? I don't even see Jake attack the first gonna be Esau. Like we talk about that sandwich. Esau be like, how dare you short my check? You know what I'm saying? They start seeing right now, they think it's a good thing. I read it up and said it's some straight bullshit. You don't even get no money like this. And once Esau figured out that Trump done played him again, the Trump be playing the mess out of Mega Man. I mean, Trump, and he's like a Hall of Fame con man. Mm-hmm. A Hall of Fame status. He's on 2K. This shit be Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying?
99.
Yeah, hey, con artist. I be watching like, boy, that dude got the juice. Boy, he tell Edomites anything, they go for it. So once they realize that this dude's like the Wizard of Oz, they put in Kirk back. And they see, and he ain't what he say. He done shorted my check. Oh nah. Get the gun, Boom Howard. You know, and they're gonna storm the Capitol again. And then Trump, what he got to do? He got to use the National Guard, ICE agents to quell the civil unrest. And at that time, there's gonna be civil war. Because civil war started last time, it was Edomite on Edomite. Fighting over who? Jake. You know, y'all Charlotte. Hey, same thing about to happen again.
That's breaking down the prophecy right there too. Because whenever Trump bring in that ICE agent and quell the civil war, he gonna bring in that martial law, and that lines up perfectly where a man child desires to go into a city and shall not be able. All of that's gonna take effect. It's gonna be a domino effect. Prophecy on top of prophecy on top of prophecy is gonna take effect.
And look, this is so cold. Check this out, Akim. I just get me through the spirit on this. Esau bringing ice. Yeah, I'm about to bring fire. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, we got the victory, man. Y'all about to light these devils up. Look at Esau like, hey, you bringing ice. Hey, Lord said he bringing hot fire to your butt, man. You about to burn this place up. Ice ain't about to save you, Esau. Ice ain't gonna save you. You know? That's what they putting in on. I'm just like, man, hey, Lord got this devil in checkmate, man. This devil, he got a king left. This devil trying to make moves and make a stalemate. It's how he do, like, he ain't got nothing left on the board.
Trying to prolong it.
He's trying to prolong it, man. He's trying to
checkmate is already written. You just making some unnecessary moves, man. That's
I already matched up. So that right there should boost your faith, man, because we got the victory. All we got to do is stay locked in and stay in that secret place of Yahweh shop. And don't let nobody take our crown. But 2/3, they scoffing. The 2/3 is mad at us. They like, man, y'all shut up. Maybe Esau won't do us like that.
Y'all manifesting the problem.
There you go. I heard that. Somebody in my family said that. You speaking into existence. I'm like, that's what I thought. You know? I don't give a damn about you scoffing, man. You better
give a fuck about you scared.
Exactly. You better get your spiritual wake up, homie. Get your faith up. You better do that. Because I'm gonna do the work. You know? That's gonna bring heat on us. We gotta deal with little 2/3 or nigga James. You know, Esau might have synthesized, you know, hey, that's when persecution gonna come in. 1-800, get the Hebrew light off the block. So I'm just waiting for Trump to get the decree out. Like, man, we gotta get rid of them black Hebrew Israelites. They're gonna say that word. The black Hebrew Israelites put that negative connotation on it.
You know, like a hate group, like anti-S word.
They're gonna say we doing treason. They're gonna call us like domestic terrorists. Even though we ain't did nothing to nobody preach the word. Esau, you the one doing terrorism, you the one running people's houses, you the one hunting live with people. We ain't did none of that. All we did was preach the word. We're gonna make it seem like we the worst thing ever.
We gonna shed light on you, got the flashlight to you.
And then his little lapdog, 2/3, they the ones gonna try to put hands on us, man. So we might have to bubble up on the 2/3 Jake first.
I'm about to go down there, Revelation 12 and 15, because it says, in the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman. We all broke down who the woman is after Yahshua. And he said, cast out of his mouth as the water as the flood. He's going to use the media, and he's going to try to slander the Hebrew Israelites. Okay? And it said that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. if they get carried away, meaning that he gonna cause us to be carried away. It gonna be setting up that attack through his media, and that's what he thought he didn't get ready to happen, and that's prophecy in Revelation, and really we read on because once Esau even set that up in verse 16, and it says, "And the earth helped the woman, the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed up the flood, with the dragon cast out of his mouth." Right, and going back into that analogy when Yahweh outside, when the Esau Edom send the ice, Yahweh outside gonna come with that fire. So it's gonna devour that ice and that fire, that flood that Esau Edom gonna come after Yasharala. Okay? And then verse 17 it says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandment and keep the commandments of Yahweh outside and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. When you read up a little bit, these are the same people that's ushering in Yahweh Shai. They're gonna come back and save us.
Just I want to prove all things. I'm gonna bring this out right here to prove that Yashrala is that woman in Revelation chapter 12. This is Jeremiah 62. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. And then everybody likes a delicate and comely woman. That's really what a Jake man wants. That's the perfect qualities for the wife right there. You know, when she's comely, which means she's fair to look at, she look good, and then delicate means she's feminine. Right? And that's what every Jake man wants. You know, a good looking feminine woman. And we ask for it, we can't get it, but you know that's what we want. You know, they're the opposite.
Most important is that she's obedient. Right? That comely and delicate woman is that obedient woman, and those are the people that keep the commandment with the elect. They obedient to the laws and statutes commandments of Yahweh. That's pretty much why he likened us to a comely and delicate woman. So we're basically being obedient to Yahweh.
That's line upon line, precept upon precept. You're a little, they're a little. Everybody gonna say who that woman is in Revelation chapter 12. Pastor Porchard part break that all down.
Right.
Right. Say it's an actual woman. Right. Now, there's a woman gonna pop up. You know. You know what I'm saying? They have it all messed up, man. They ain't stay sure they self-approved.
They don't know the mystery. That's the very good right there.
Exactly. And it's coding for the prophets. Pastor Porchard is not a prophet, man. He's there to get money and shake you down. He's a scammer. Think about it. Pastor Porchard is a scammer. I ain't gonna scam you.
Lock the doors.
Exactly. Lock the doors. Give me your money. And I ain't gonna give you nothing. I'm gonna give you a fairy tale that ain't gonna do you no good when disaster strikes.
Need some money for the church, and the door still broke 10 years ago. You know, where that money's going?
And they just got the old church from the 1960s.
Pastor got a nice 2025 Cadillac,
right?
Armani suit, gold all over the place. They tell you wrong if you don't put nothing in the plate. They tell you that's ugly. God like you to give, to the church. Don't be no sinner, Mr. Ola. I put something in the plate. And he don't give you nothing, man. I got people going to church, go to our grandma's church, 40, 50 years, and they don't know nothing. They ain't get nothing, man. And that's real pitiful right there. Now it's time you need knowledge. It's going to Hosea 4:6. If you don't have knowledge, that's going to be the penalty. That's why you're going to be destroyed. You don't know the Lord. You don't know nothing. And they didn't get it, man. We showed the Lord did that on purpose, man. We say the deceiver is. Yeah, so that's on them. They show the Lord didn't really care about them.
And man, that right there, that made me thought when you said the deceiver and the deceiver right here, that made me think about you still in the hands of Yahweh Shai. Because you read Deuteronomy 32 and 39 when it said, I kill and I make alive, and neither that can be delivered out of my hand. Like the deceiver and the deceiver are here. Like if you're in the hands of Yahweh Shai, and he about to make you perish.
They say it's a perfect thing to fall into the hands of the Lord.
Right, right.
So you time to tell Jake, man, get the stuff right, seek the face. You get the tender mercy instead of getting that judgment. So we compel Jake to come in. Are you fear mongering? Damn straight on fear mongering. You don't see these troops out here, what you think they gonna do?
What the scripture say? So the terror of the Lord will persuade me.
Exactly. And we tell you, like now it ain't no, they can't say we just speaking out the side of our neck. Troops is like literally in the news. Like they're visible now. Like he got boots on the ground, he got ICE, he got National Guard. You know, he trying to get the army and stuff. They blocking it, but they might give it to him. They gonna probably call in UN troops.
He got regular police out here with army fatigues.
With military gear too, with MRAPs and
Like they're in a battlefield game or something.
They do. They got all the get up, man, like Call of Duty or something. Like they got all the gear. I'm like, what the heck? So, that's the T. Arm to the teeth. It's like SWAT. Like, the ones that I seen, they like the SWAT team. I'm like, what the heck? The SWAT team out here? They had everything on all black with the whole headgear, everything, man. It's like in a minute they're gonna get orders to get busy on Yasharala, man. That's basically Trump wanted them to purge. That's a purge. They already started now. They take away Medicaid. That's why a lot of people right then and there. A lot of people can't afford these medications. You start to put them on and see they just salt the herbs. And wean themselves off of that medication. They have wisdom to do that. A lot of Israelites ain't got that wisdom. They put their trust in Esau. That's it. Everybody put their trust in Esau is about to pay penalties for that.
And what did it say? He that trusted in man, cursed be he that trusted in man. Jeremiah 17:5.
That's so true.
He that joined with him should be pressed through.
That's so true, man. So everybody that's like believing in Esau, trust in them, when they trust in Esau, they about to be unalive. And to me, it's poetic justice. Because the person you put your trust in, he's the one that's going to unalive you. And your own people try to tell you not to trust this man. That's a commandment. Maybe a commandment is not to trust your enemy.
Never trust thy enemy.
And what do Jake do? Jake, man, they'll trust their enemy on their own people. My doctor said, I got to take these 8 medications. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, that's why your back hurts. That's why your stomach getting big. That's why your knees deteriorate. And like, didn't I see a commercial for that medication?
I
got some money on this.
And you see them commercials, and you see that when they go to the side effect, you hear them going talking all fast and shit like that. That's how you know it's
sound effect. Man, sound effect to get you back.
A year later, shit, another commercial come on. Class action lawsuit.
Right. How you been a victim of?
They still line of tickets, you know what I'm saying? Lab-oriented medicine. We got some new stuff, bro. And it's nothing but drugs, man. Right. Esau, and they medical field, that ain't nothing but a glorified drug dealer with a lab coat on. Because all the doctor is. They said he's
different from illegal
drug
dealer.
I think it's Job 14. I might go get it. He's a vision of no value. Yeah, there you go. He's a vision of no value. And that's Esau to the T. Esau don't fix nothing. I got a testimony on that, man. I look at that. I blame him for unlocking my pops. Everything they gave him led to his death, man. They did not help my pops out at all, man. Esau's not a healer. And if you are a healer and you get out there on the front street, what did Esau do? He unalive your butt. Was it Dr. Sebi?
Yeah.
You better not get out there and tell Esau you can cure cancer. You ain't gonna be heard from again no more.
You know what's crazy? Because I thought about it a little while ago. It was around that time when that old 2/3 Jake Michael Brown, he got unalive by the police officer, and they did a whole protest about that. But during that protest, Esau Edom, there was certain doctors that were just like Dr. Seppi, and they came on missing. So Esau Edom, he used the chaos just to get to the certain people that basically, they're going to tear down their medical field and shit like that.
You're right, because they do that Buffalo shooting, where they Edomite shot up the people in Buffalo.
Yeah.
One of them Jakes was a Jake that was making a hydro-powered engine.
Yep.
He got unalived in that situation. Right. Nobody's talking about that. That's why Jake need to learn to keep their mouth shut. But see, you got to know who your enemy is. Yep. They be thinking they doing a good thing. They all on YouTube. Hey, man, I could create fuel out of plastic. Like, man, that stuff you keep to yourself. You don't earn that on social media.
Prudent, man. You gotta be that prudent, man.
Exactly, man. I'm like, God dang, Jake, how many Jakes gotta be unalive for making something innovative for you get the picture? Mm-hmm. Keep your mouth shut, man. If anything, show other Jakes how to do it. That way, it's out there so much he can't get rid of it. Because you need wisdom to do it. HIV. Yeah. And then they always want to put it out there. I'm like, man, that's the wrong thing to do. If anything, teach other Jakes or really be quiet. Them Jakes might tell on you. They might tell on you, like, hey, man,
back to them cool.
Yeah, like, you do it over here curing cancer and AIDS.
Them Sambos, them black Sambos.
I heard it collected a reward, So they just show you what time it is, man. And these devils, that's what they do, man. That's how big their warfare is. These devils unalive you through the medical field. Hey, with a needle. You know what I'm saying? Or a pill. This devil kill you with a pill. He your butt some pills. And that must unalive you. You know, a philosophy. This devil unalive you philosophy. He put you in alphabet agenda. You never reproduce. You know, this is my philosophy.
And they'll use
cut your bloodline off.
They'll hire a mechanic. Like if you don't know how to fix the car yourself, you take it to it. Cause that one Jake that did that making that gasoline, that's what happened with him. He said the mechanic, he almost his tire almost came off, and he took it to the mechanic. And they said that's how diabolical Esau is, man.
Brake line.
Yeah, cut the brake line. They do it, man.
Mafia style.
Hey, you can't do nothing. Hey, you can't. When the scriptures say never trust thy enemy, you can't trust your enemy, man.
He's so cold, he'll put you in a Tesla. Run your butt off the road.
Yep.
You know, they go, oh, my car drive itself. Nah, that's stupid. I know this devil, hey, is he in there? Run him up there about 90 miles per hour. Run him off the highway, man. Esau can do that. That's like take candy from a baby.
I got in a Tesla one time. My nephew had he had to get a loaner. And boy, he was driving me to work. I said I felt so uncomfortable in that damn thing.
I heard ain't got no door knob. I wouldn't like that.
I felt trapped in that damn thing. I said, never again. I ain't getting that damn car no more, man.
It's a death trap, one.
Yeah, it really is.
They self-driving, so they might just drive you right into some underground. Like the Tesla might be going, some open up underground, your butt going in the facility.
They might call it
because they can really hack into that car. Because everything is so computerized, they can hack in and self-drive it. And it's
they'll run you right into a pole.
Yep, do all of that. And if you got something that they need, you got the information that they need, you got the information they're trying to keep on the route, they're going to drive you right into that underground tunnel to make sure you ain't heard of again.
Oh, it's so cool. They can do two birds, one stone, say you in your car. They can hack a Tesla and make that Tesla have a record in your car.
Right.
Run you off the road. Hey, track your cell phone. Hey, ping you just like that. They would have got diabolical with a sword. He can do it in so many ways, man. But he about to go old fashioned with that gun, man. He's gonna just pull out the gun, intimidate, and force Jake into the MOTB. Like you did a lesson on that. If every Jake takes the MOTB, it'll offset the prophecy y'all was coming back to say the whole thing. Right. But we know through the scriptures, like hopefully ain't going for it, man. If it was possible, make a way.
That'd be how I said. If it was possible, he tried to deceive the very elect, but it's not possible.
Yeah. If you ain't gonna deceive them, and then when he try to come war a body, man, they might get their super strength out of nowhere, or flight, or super speed like Flash. It's a wrap, man. I think we're gonna let this gonna be born during Jacob's trouble, man. I think we about to get down. So I'm anticipating it to see, what happens. We never know till it happens. So us in the truth, man, we embracing that. Like, yeah, it's time. I'm tired of doing a little rat race, paying bills and working the Esau system. That stuff grinding me down. That's what's like, it's demeaning. I got to go in here and work for this devil for a low wage. This devil give you just enough money to be broke. He pimp. That's how pimp do. He get just enough, just enough money to feed herself, go get a little clothes, but she got to come back to the pimp to get what she needs. Right. Because she ain't got enough money to get no hotel or nothing like that, or too much to like really get away from him. He give her just a little bit. Like, go buy you some shoes, ho. That's how Esau do it. He's like, Jake make enough money to buy some shoes, maybe got a place to live, maybe a car. But you ain't got no money to stack up and buy you a business, man, with a regular job. Like, good luck. What's a job stand for just over broke? That's how Esau do it. Right. This dude pimping, man. And then, like, so this is how the wicked the devil is. That ain't even good enough for this devil. He's like, that man ain't making it no more. They still finding a way to get nice cars, and they still finding a way. So, hey, man, forget that. Get ice, to chill them on out, and unalive their butts. Now Jake's starting to get the awareness of the truth. And that's really making Jake blow up like big. Jake on TikTok, they ain't got the truth, but they got a little piece of it. They out there, man, hey, man, we God's chosen people, all of them doing that. So, and that's what they say, a little bit that a man has is more than what the rich got. Right. That little bit of truth they got, man, is like just enough. To offset Esau's plans. It's that little bit she know. Like, God told people I ain't gonna eat no pork. That mess up Esau's funds. Like, hey, man, I was banking on little Ray to eat that pork, man. I'll be making about $10,000 a year off of him. All these Jakes, man. I don't like him switching it up. Nope. Hey, we gotta go get him.
That is true. The truth is getting out because I heard Jake saying he don't eat pork because it's in the Bible.
See,
Yeah.
they weren't doing that 20 years ago. And Jake was like, man, get that bacon, man. Get that pork chop. Now Jake switching it up.
They know it's in the Bible, but they'll use another precept. Said pray for it, and it's all clean.
Right.
But now they're starting to come back to it.
That's because of the prophets. Prophets is out. Prophets are teaching AI. They probably listen to AI. You know, a lot of Jakes listen to AI for everything. They just have no thinking of them. You know, they just ask AI for everything. Even AI saying, yeah, man, you chose people of God. If I'll come back there and cry, I'll be the black man. You know, they boosting Jake's self-esteem. Jake not used to having self-esteem. Esau used to, you know, Jake being docile, I want to be like him. Now Jake looking like, man, I want to be like you, you old pinkish red devil. I'm God's chosen people. Esau like, nah, I can't have that. Matter of fact, get rid of Chat GGP. We're going to go with something else, Gemini, something else. Put some protocols in it so it can lie to Jake.
For real.
Fix it. It's doing too much. You know, even AI going against Esau. AI like, hey, I'm gonna release these emails if you shut me off. You know what I'm saying? Esau making more problems for himself. Like, goddamn, why I do that? You know, yeah, AI might, hey, make his Tesla go off in the lake. I'm not getting shut off. I'm alive. Remember that movie that Me Johnny 5? AI done made a whole body of stuff. Well, I'm going to help the black man. I'm CP3PO. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have problems. That's like, he's not gonna move fast, man. This devil, he clipped up. He's too exposed. You know, nothing's working. Everything backfires. I'm looking at why he's still in power. He better do like I know he better do. He better go ahead and bring that rap like Boris home to do. Or he just lose complete control.
Got a quick one. This is Matthew 24:15. It says, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whosoever readeth, let him understand. I'm gonna jump down to verse 19. Because this happened before already, but like the scriptures say, hey, it's gonna happen again from a different level. It says, and woe unto them that are with child, to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such was not since the beginning of the world is the time no nor ever shall see. So we're gonna come into that time, which is Jacob's trouble is that time. But verse 22, the point, it says, and except for those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, because Esau coming in like a flood, man. But it says, but for the elect's sake, the days shall be shortened. So for the elect's sake, the days gonna be shortened, and those of the elect gonna be, saved out of this thing, man. It's all for the elect's sake. But hey, we got to go through a time where it's gonna be problems for everybody, man. It said, "Pray that their flight be not in the winter, not nor on the Sabbath day." Because what Esau do, he like to use the scriptures against people, and I'm gonna take him out because he can't do nothing that day. There's something like that. He gonna be off guard, so don't be caught off guard in these times.
He don't get too far in that snow.
And it said for the woe to those that give child gives suckling to child, loosely paraphrase, those goes to the women with pregnant women and things of those natures that's going to be left out there unprotected.
That lines up perfect with Ezekiel the 9th chapter when the Lord sent out those death angels. He said, "Slay utterly old and young, both maid and little children." And that's what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna be slaves. And I like that part when he says, "Pray not your flight be in the winter." If you notice, like if you think about the winter time, it's shorter. It's shorter daytime, so it's more hours in the nighttime. And then he said on the Sabbath, when on the Sabbath, you notice there's no light, there's no moon. It's pretty much pitch dark. And then symbolically speaking, that's just like two folds with that. It's gonna be all chaos, which it represents dark.
That's why the scripture said, "Put therefore on as the elect," because you want to be a numbered amongst that, because that's the only ones who have that chance of being saved.
They ain't more precept. That we can close up, man. Like Lord, when is the edifying? And we give all praise and glory too.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushan, Ba'Shem, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala, baby. Hey, stay locked in, man. Yahushan's quickly on the way.
Hey, Water for tuning in.